Welcome back to But I Won't Do That. It is a weekly...
Weekly?
Yes, weekly, John. Weekly podcast where we talk about song lyrics every single week. And you know what, John? It
is currently the number 4 podcast in the world for people with very nice ankles.
And we talk about a whole bunch of other stuff too, so why don't you stay tuned?
Если я чешу в затылке, не беда. В голове моей опилки, да. Но хотят там и опилки, но кричалки и вопилки.
One of the biggest problems we have on this podcast.
And boy, do we have some big problems. First of all, there's the invasion. Then there's the lice infestation we had on level 16. And then didn't do because she works in the power department, didn't do the buttons right on the power station, like 30 years ago with Chernobyl. She nearly melted us down. So yeah, Grant, what problems are you talking about?
Well, sometimes we pick a really great song and a really great pod, and we're always about 5 weeks ahead with what we record. And sometimes we do a song and then the artist dies.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem we have there is that our rankings go through the roof. So if you are a friend of one of the remaining Bee Gees, which I think there's only one left, please be by their bedside and make sure that they stay safe, because this week we want to make sure that particular Bee Gee is staying alive.
Or dying in about 5 weeks, which will boost our ratings.
Really convenient for us.
You know, yeah. So if you are holding a bedside vigil with one of the Gibb brothers.
I don't even know which one's still alive.
Nor do I. But if you're there and it's a bedside vigil, if no one's looking, just pull the plug. In about 5 weeks.
Yeah. Actually, when you see the You're So Vain podcast drop, which was last week, so I'll back announce that from last week.
Yeah.
Because it's just fresh in my memory.
Yeah.
Just fresh in my memory. It's like,
you know what? Your memory's remarkable.
It's like we recorded
How did you do that?
It's like we recorded it 8 minutes ago.
What?
Yeah.
Man, you've got
That's
such
like
a good memory.
Oh, mate.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it's just like we just did it.
It is like we just, from your point of view, it's like we just did.
Yeah, from my perspective, yeah.
For me, it was a week ago.
Yeah, but you're like that. You're wired like that.
I am wired like that.
Yeah. So if you are one of the remaining Gibbs yourself, and obviously you'd be tuning into this podcast because...
Of course, if you're into music, you listen to this.
Everyone from...
The number 1 music podcast in Uruguay.
Yeah.
Number 1!
I just want to say thank you to all our listeners in Uruguay. And just those of you, those brave men and women who are fighting on the front line in Ukraine right now.
Yeah.
We know you're tuning in.
They all listen.
Yeah.
We're the number 1 combat podcast.
Yes.
In the Ukraine.
In the Ukraine right
which
now.
Which is brilliant. Thanks, guys.
And this actually came in as a request from one of the units on the front line in the Ukraine right now.
Brilliant. Hence, Stayin' Alive.
Staying Alive.
Brilliant.
It's their theme song. It's their theme tune.
Of course it is their theme tune.
It's the theme tune. They write the theme tune and sing the theme tune, which is a very unique joke that I think only you and I probably get.
And probably one other person listening, they go, what are they doing?
Anyway. And then someone went, hey, they did a joke from Little Britain.
They stole that.
They stole that joke from Little Britain. I'm going to report them to the Apple Podcast community on Facebook.
Yeah. Which I prefer they didn't because,
Where did this voice come from, John? I sound like a really obese stroke victim.
I was about to say it sounds like you've had a stroke. I was going to say, have you had a stroke? Do you want me to call you an ambulance? But then you did it yourself.
I think I'm having a stroke. Can you call a bongulance?
Yeah, mate. Oh, no, I'm everyone now.
I like doing silly voices.
I like doing silly walks.
Talking
of walks.
Yeah, why do you always have to move over to a visual gag, John? I could probably talk like this all night and be really happy about it.
You could do the whole pod like that, couldn't you? And you'd be a happy boy. You got such a big crooked smile on your face right now.
Welcome along to the podcast. Here's a little song by the Bee Gees.
Maybe you should do that voice forever.
Oh, no. It actually hurts my neck to pull my face into
You do. I wish we had this on video because you'd see Grant pulling a silly face doing it. He says I pull silly faces sometimes to get a sound out.
You do?
I do. Yeah.
You do. We both do.
And I'll be honest, Worse than you. Way worse.
No, we both do it. We both do it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to. I picked this song this week. So last week you got me to choose between the two songs, and so I picked this one because I was, well, as I said last week, I'd resigned from my job, so I'm not the hardest working man in Australia. So I was watching a few TikToks today.
TikToks?
Yeah, TikToks. And the Bee Gees did a few good songs in the 80s, but they kept the same drum beat behind each of their songs.
I had never thought about
Yeah, they
that.
kept-
I'm going
yeah.
to have to go back and have a listen tomorrow.
Yeah, so between a couple
okay.
of songs, they kept the same drum beat because they were the kings of disco. They were like some of the pioneers of
Absolutely.
disco.
And they couldn't afford a new drummer. Drummers are expensive. Do you remember back in the 60s where drummers were $1 million an hour?
And the way we would rip through drummers, you and I, back in the 60s.
So many drummers, it was so expensive.
Yeah, I know.
But nowadays, drummers are a dime a dozen.
Yeah,
Who gives a shit?
I just bought 2 dozen.
2 dozen
do you know
drummers?
do you know how much it cost me?
How much?
2 dimes.
Really?
Yeah.
I just took half a dozen drummers to the tip.
What?
They're at the, they're pretty, if anyone wants a drummer, there's probably one at the tip shop now for about $10.
Tony Robbins will have something to say about that. I was a drummer who lived at a tip. They bought me and then they threw me away. And I didn't have any drums or any drumsticks. So I learned to play the trash.
I played the trash, and I played milk cartons, and it was brilliant.
And that's
within 6 minutes, I earned $4 million.
all through positive thinking and positive intentions and large hands.
You know
really
what?
Large hands.
Massive hands. The amount of money you can capture if you have massive hands.
Do you
Tony Robbins.
know that's probably why he's so rich? Because
He's just got big hands.
Yeah, actually, that's probably why he's got big hands. Because at the end of his seminars, people say, "Come on, give him a big hand."
Oh, it's an oldie but a goodie.
Thank you very much. Well,
what?
I'm going to tell you a little story about why I'm the Disco King.
Are you the Disco King?
I am the Disco King.
Well, please, sir, tell me all about being the Disco King.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a woman's man.
Really? You're a woman's man?
No time to talk.
Oh, I'm sorry. The fact that you were telling me, I thought you wanted to talk
Even though this is a podcast,
you've got no time
to talk.
Time's ticking. Time's going. It's only a 30-minute podcast. There is no time.
Except last week.
Oh, what happened last week?
It was like 37 and a half minutes.
37 and a half minutes of nonsense?
It was 30 minutes plus bonus time.
Do we charge the
No,
beauty
we
people
don't charge
we don't charge
anyone.
them?
No.
Gosh, we're nice to our listeners, aren't
I
we?
know.
We give them, number one, a perfect podcast.
Yep.
Number two, everything is factually correct and well structured.
Yep.
And number three, it's a perfect podcast.
Not to mention we do this in our spare time while we're running a freaking corporation.
Absolutely. And running a corporation isn't easy. I mean, we make it look easy
Make it
because
look
we're
easy.
cool.
Yeah, we are cool.
We're cool.
Cool.
And you
you know who
can't
else
tell
says-
because of the way we walk.
Do you know how else says cool a lot?
Pigeons?
Yep.
Brilliant. You see, all the way round, back to the beginning.
Okay. Oh, was that you winking again?
Yeah,
There you go.
that was my table tennis bat eyeball.
Okay. I just want to speak to you in like a weird accent for a second.
Certainly.
Music loud and women warm.
That seemed a little forceful.
Music loud and women warm. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Music loud and women warm. Can you do a Schwarzenegger?
Not very well.
No, you
Sounds
cannot
like
do.
a German.
You gotta do-
Get to the chopper.
Has to be
I
back.
can't get gut hard enough.
It's more up in your nostrils. You have to
It's
talk.
not really
Yeah,
me.
that's better.
I'm more of a Michael Caine kind of bloke.
What would Michael Caine? What would?
You only meant to blow the bloody doors off.
What if Michael Caine and Arnold Schwarzenegger? What would they talk about in a bar?
Well,
Hello, Michael. It's nice to meet you. It's me, Arnold.
hello, Arnold. I like my music loud and my women warm. I've been kicking around since I was born.
That's a coincidence because the same thing happened to me in Austria. Back when I was a child, I like my music loud and women warm. And I also have been kicked around since I was born.
I personally don't like it when a woman's cold.
No, neither do
Because
I.
that means usually she's dead. And the cops will think I did her in.
Michael.
When I didn't.
Michael, get to the chopper.
Come on, Arnold. Let's get to the chopper.
Come on, it's right here.
When you say chopper, do you mean a little knife or a bicycle or a helicopter?
No, I'm talking about my helicopter.
Your what?
Come to the Beauty Corp helicopter.
Oh, the Beauty Corp helicopter.
That's right.
No problem.
Thank you, Michael. You can leave now.
All right, I'm off, mate. You're only meant to blow the bloody dolls off.
Now do your Michael Caine.
It was a terrible Michael Caine, anyway.
I only do one Michael Caine impersonation. I don't even know what movie it's from. But he's saying, what would you do if I said to you that this gun is loaded?
Oh, that seems really familiar. I can't remember which movie.
I've heard someone do so. That's an impersonation of someone doing Michael Caine.
So you might be doing an impersonation of an impersonation.
Oh, no, I can do this one from Austin Powers when he plays Austin Powers' dad.
Oh, yeah.
There's only two things I hate in this world. People who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
I don't even remember.
It's one of my favourite bits. It's in Goldmember.
I'll have to check it.
And anyway, now it's all right. It's okay. And you may look the other way.
I am looking the other way. I don't know what you're up to. It's weird.
Yeah, we can try to understand.
We can try. Yeah.
We can try to understand the New York Times effects on man.
Wait, what?
The New York Times effects on man. Yep.
Yeah, it's a newspaper. We pick it up. We read it.
That's right.
That the effect they have is, oh, there's a newspaper.
But why do they read it?
Because there's.
Why does anybody do anything? Why are you right now, like, sitting there in front of me, reading, like, from a sheet, talking to a microphone?
Are you talking, like, from a philosophical point of view?
I think you should be very careful with that word.
I know. I kind of stumbled over it a bit then, and it kind of came out a bit wrong, didn't it?
I think
philosophical or something like that. I can't even do it a second time, can I?
So, John, whether you're a brother...
Oh, yeah, yep.
Now, I want to clarify here, I'm not talking about a brother. I'm talking about a brother.
As in a biological...
No, the other one.
Oh, the other one.
A brother.
A darker skinned fella.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Or whether you're a mother.
Ooh. As in the biological mother?
No,
or the
other
euphemistic
one.
mother? There's usually a second one. All right, whether you're... Yeah, all right, I can be on board with that.
Yeah, well, whether you're either of those two, you're staying alive.
You know what? I'm not the first one.
You just did
but
the
I am
walk.
the second one.
You just did the bloody visual gag again.
What
You're
did I
doing
do?
You're strutting down the fucking street.
I just realised I am. I'm sitting in my seat strutting like I'm walking, like I'm staying alive.
You were actually
if
doing.
you know what? If people could see how I'm strutting in my seat,
Yeah.
it would be women warm.
Is that a good like glute workout that you're doing? Like as you're strutting.
Actually, I didn't move.
You're butt strutting.
It was more my shoulders. I've realised it. Yeah, there's a bit of butt in
You're
there.
a butt strut.
There's a bit of butt going on. You're right. Hey, were you looking at my butt strutting?
Who's not looking at your butt?
Oh, everyone
Come on.
looks. Everyone loves to see my butt strutting.
Do you know what happens when your butt struts? We feel the city breaking and everybody's shaking.
Of course they do.
And we're staying alive. We're staying alive.
We what?
Huh?
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 Staying alive.
What?
Staying alive. Huh?
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 Staying alive.
And then there's this little bit, oh, when you walk. I don't remember that.
Oh, when you walk.
Oh, of course, yes. I remember it now.
That bit there. Do you know how tight I had to pull my underpants to do that then?
I saw that. You reefed them up so
I had to
high.
put them on the macrame hooks on the roof.
I saw you because you had the hook and you were pulling on a rope on the other end
Yeah.
to get that note.
There you go. Because I was originally going to go, oh, when you walk. But I had pulled it tight and went, oh, when you walk.
You must have pulled so hard on that rope.
Yeah, I did.
You and your missus isn't going to be happy with you for a week.
I was like Quasimodo on the rope.
Well, you've stuck your gonads halfway up into your chin.
Did you know Quasimodo, speaking of Quasimodo, do you know that he had a brother?
No.
Yeah, Quasimodo had a brother. So, Quasimodo, rang the bells. And
The bells.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Quasimodo had a brother, and
Bobby?
Bobby
Modo?
Yeah, Bobby Modo. And he fell to his death
Mm-hmm.
while he was, doing the job. And everyone thought it was
Taking a shit?
Everyone
Or
thought he was
ringing the bells?
ringing
The bells, right? Yeah.
And everyone thought that it was Quasimodo
Yeah.
when he fell to the ground because they were twins.
Yeah.
They were twins, and then they said no, it's not Quasimodo, but he is a dead ringer.
Oh!
Come on.
Everybody at home is turning off the podcast.
Well, now I get low and I get high.
Oh, does that mean what does that mean? What do you mean you get low?
Yeah, I get low.
I think
So
I
I
know
get
what you mean
depressed.
by you get high.
So I get depressed and then I smoke drugs.
Well, that's the way to cope. Everybody who knows psychology knows that if you're depressed, the best thing you can do is take hard drugs.
That's right.
Yeah. What hard drugs do you take to help with your depression?
Sorry, I've just got to quickly do a PSA.
Yeah.
Drugs are bad.
What?
Drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad?
Don't do drugs, kids. Drugs are bad.
Why didn't nobody tell me about this drugs thing? I've taken so many drugs.
Drugs are bad.
But otherwise,
back to the podcast.
If you are depressed, take
but if you're
lots of
depressed,
heroin. I'm sure it's
by
fine.
the way, just a quick reminder: comedy podcasts.
Yes.
Comedy podcasts.
And you know what? I'm a qualified medical doctor, and I say it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take as many drugs as you like.
Take
John.
as many drugs as you
John,
like. It's good. For
okay.
you. And remember, Harold Shipman School of Medicine.
Yeah.
Boom. It's
Here's
all fine.
a quick recording that I took from your psychology session earlier today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you mind me playing it?
No, please do. Go.
So, John, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Because you look like you're a bit low. Are you feeling a bit low, John? Because if you're feeling a bit low, I'll give you some drugs so you can get high.
I really like that.
Are you feeling low? Because you said
I'm very low.
You started to say
I'm
you're feeling
so
okay.
low.
You started to say you're feeling okay.
I'm so low.
Yeah.
I'm like a low thing under another low thing.
Okay, so you're saying you're low.
Very low.
Because a moment ago, before I mentioned the drugs, John, you said you were feeling okay. So
I lied.
okay.
I lied. I'm trying to cover up my sorrow.
That's a sign of being low.
I am low.
So would you like some drugs, John?
I'd love some drugs.
Go get high, John.
I'd love to get high. You know what? Getting high will solve all my problems.
Oh, thanks for letting us play that. You're a psychologist. Is your psychologist a man or a woman?
I have no idea. I don't even know what you played. You've obviously
because I've got the headphones.
You got the headphones. You edited it in there. I don't know.
So, if I can't get either, I really try.
So are you saying if you can't get drugs, you really try?
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
Yep. Do you know what I've got? So, can you see my shoes?
I can. Oh my goodness!
Yep.
What have you got on your shoes?
I got the wings of heaven, man.
Wings of heaven.
Do you know where I got them?
Where did you get them?
Beauty Corp. And
we
you
sell
too
Wings
can.
of heaven.
You too can.
Is this how we're going to make lots
This
more
is
money?
our product placement.
Wings of heaven.
Wings
I
of
love
heaven.
it.
Wings
Grant,
of heaven.
how can people get some wings of heaven?
Dial 1-800-MIX-A-LOT and shake those nasty thoughts. Baby, go
Brilliant.
back.
Nice.
Oh, no, that's from another podcast. But yeah, just dial 1-800-MIX-A-LOT. And we'll send them to you. We'll just send them to you.
How much is a set of wings?
Actually,
are the wings from heaven, or do they guarantee to get the person to heaven?
No, they're from heaven. Wings
From heaven.
wings of heaven.
Wings of heaven.
Not wings to heaven.
Yep.
So
that's good.
a couple of weeks ago,
I'm so happy we've got a product. To be honest, I was expecting to try and sell people our pigeons or our one-man nuclear power stations that we've got, like Elon Musk. But if it's wings of heaven, I'm all for it.
I'll just let people know how they can get them. So a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned
This isn't an ad, by the way.
No, this is just... No,
We're just chatting.
And now it's time for our word from our sponsors. Beauty Corp. So a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned a mobile phone number that people could text to win the prize. So all they have to do is take a photo of the front and the back of their credit card and send that to the same number.
Yes.
What'd you laugh? It sounded like someone laughed.
You know what?
It
No,
sounded like
I
someone
have
laughed.
no idea what
That
you're
was
talking
weird.
about. I have
That was
no
weird.
idea. It
So
certainly
just-
wasn't me laughing.
And if you're under 18, so I have to say this legally, if you're under 18, don't do that. You take a photo of your mum or dad's credit card.
Absolutely, preferably both.
Yeah, front and
Because
back.
it's got to be,
remember?
you've got to be accompanied, I say, by both parents.
Front and back of the credit card, kids.
No problem at
And
all.
if you're in the car with mum or dad right now, just go through mum's purse.
Yeah.
Go through mum's purse and
She's
just...
distracted.
Yeah, send...
She's looking at those footy players over there.
Yeah, see them?
Yeah.
I think one of them's gay. There's a
Hey,
photo-
bit of a callback to the previous podcast.
That's right.
Nice.
Like it was only
How did
19
we
and a half
remember-
minutes.
how did-
19 and a half minutes ago, we recorded that one. Okay, so that's how you get the wings of heaven. Because, and I just want to say, just to finish that up about.
Hold on. First of all,
I am a dancing man.
where are the wings of heaven?
On shoes.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You put them on your shoes?
Yeah. Didn't I mention that?
I thought you put them on your hat or on your elbows.
No, on my shoes.
Why your shoes?
Well, it's obvious.
What? No, it's not. Go on, tell me why it's obvious.
Because I'm a dancing man. I just can't lose.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's fair enough.
Yeah, that's how you think.
Well, now you've said it, makes perfectly. So why didn't you just say it in the first place?
That's why so many people say that I look light in the loafers.
Are you saying these wings of heaven will get you light in the loafers?
I probably shouldn't say that.
You
But
know what?
But I'm nodding.
What a beautiful product that will generally support the LGBTQRSTUVWXYZ community. Anyway, let's move on. So, you know, it's all right.
They can still bash us. You know that, don't you? You know, 50%
Somebody's
of
going
them.
to punch. Somebody's going to. No. 50% of the listeners know you. They don't know me.
What do you mean they don't know you, John?
They don't know me. I'm.
What do you mean?
I'm incognito.
What do you mean?
I'm incognito.
No.
I'm like a spectre. I'm like a spook. I'm a ghost. Nobody can track me down.
You reminded me of the Mighty Boosh then.
Actually, that was Mighty Boosh.
That was very Mighty Boosh.
Very Mighty Booshish. But yeah, no, you can't track me down, man.
John.
I'm undercover. I'm a spy.
Just because you're wearing a camouflage wind shooter doesn't mean people can't see
You can see that?
Yes.
Oh,
Fudge.
fiddlesticks.
Yeah.
That doesn't work then.
Yeah, no. Everyone knows who you are and where you live because your address is on every podcast.
Oh, it is too.
Yeah.
Oh, silly me.
Yeah.
But nobody's tried to come to kill me yet.
That you know of. Because remember, you're made of 100% Teflon. Remember that time you had the skin graft?
You know what? Technically and in real life, I am not 100% human. I am around, I think it's, I worked it out, it's like 0.2% made of metal.
0.2%. So what do you got?
I've got a steel plate and many screws in my left arm.
What about your fillings?
Oh yeah, there's fillings as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Well, actually, to be honest, apart from my carbon fibre testicles, there's nothing else.
And your skin made of Teflon.
I mean, there's that. I just don't like to shout about it. Yeah, okay, I've got a skin of Teflon. Everything slides off.
I have never had an operation.
Haven't you?
No.
Good for you.
I had my wisdom teeth out. Does that count? Does it count?
No, I think that's more of a minor operation.
You know how people have. You know how we hang out with Tony Robbins heaps.
I wish we didn't. The size of his hands annoy me. Every time he waves his hand, there's an eclipse.
There's a cyclone.
There's a cyclone or an eclipse, or he snaps a wing off a plane or something, waving his big mitts
Do you know where I hate hanging out with Tony Robbins is the bloody tea room. In the tea room at Beauty Corp, he is a pain in the ass. Like
he can't hold a little tea. The teacups are dwarfed.
Those red trays that we have in the cafeteria.
Yeah,
they look like he has 8 of them in his hands at a time. Like he's a menace.
We should move him. If he can carry so many trays, he should become like the waiter in the tea. Because I
like where you're going.
You know how we get really rich and successful people to do really mundane jobs in Beauty Corp purely for the money?
Well, Tom Cruise is on car detail.
You know what? Tom Cruise is brilliant at polishing a windscreen. I've never seen
he has
a
to
more
stand
crystal...
on 9 milk crates to get there. But
he does, but and it takes him ages. But you know what? Though they are crystal clear.
Do you know what he said?
He's committed.
Do you know what Tom Cruise? I heard him saying yesterday.
What did he
He said, "Life going nowhere. Somebody help me. Somebody help me. Yeah."
Was that when the milk crates were wobbling?
It was up wobbling, and then he said again, "Life going nowhere. Somebody help me."
Yeah.
But he was pretty positive. He put it. So Tony Robbins came out from the tea room and gave me a bit of pep talk, and then he said, "I'm staying alive."
Fantastic. Although when Tony Robbins, said hi.
Yeah.
To,
hey, you're doing a visual gag again!
He completely... I was just doing a hand wave.
You're just going to explain. When Tony Robbins
Cruise
disappeared
for a minute.
I I like Tom Cruise as an actor, but
I do. I think he's brilliant. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know what I think the best thing about Tom Cruise is? Scientology. I think it's the way of the future.
What if we moved him from car detailing to the science division of Beauty Corp?
Well, it's in the name, Scientology. Scienceology, whatever it's called. Yeah, absolutely. Let's move into the science department.
Can you get him on the phone?
I can definitely get him on the phone. Would you like me to speak to him?
No, I'll speak to him.
You're going to speak to him, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. All right,
I've always wanted to speak to Tom Cruise.
Yeah, brilliant. Let's do it.
You sure?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go. I don't know how... He's busy. I don't know how this is going to go. Hi, this is Tom Cruise.
Tom, it's Grant, CEO of Beauty Corp. How you doing?
I'm so excited.
Good. So how's the car detailing going, mate?
Man, I cannot believe how much I love car detailing. Man, oh yeah!
So, Tom.
Yeah, Tom!
Yeah, we just wanted to talk to you. Can you come up to our office? We want to have John and I want to have a chat to you. You're not in trouble or anything. We just want to have a quick chat to you. Yeah, you know.
What do you want to talk about, man? I'm so excited about cars. I love car door handles, man. Get sparkly.
We just
yes!
We just want to talk to you, mate, about maybe shifting departments, mate.
Man, I love shifting departments. It's awesome. I'm so excited. Do I get to do a stunt?
Yeah, you can do all your own stunts.
Can I ride a motorbike up the side of a building?
There's only one thing we need you to do, Tom, and that's if you could sprint with your hands in a really weird position while you run to the science division.
Grant, that is my goddamn speciality!
All right, well, just sprint on up here, mate, and after we've finished recording this podcast, we'll have a quick chat.
I'm going now. Pew! Wow! I can't believe you spoke to Tom Cruise.
Even though we employed him and gave him a shit job, I think I'm feeling pretty special about what I couldn't hold back that giggle. I'm so sorry.
I know, but it's Tom Cruise. Hey, what can you do?
I asked him for $5 the other day.
What did he say?
He said I'm a little short. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, look.
I think that's only the 14th time you've made that joke.
I know. I'm the Daryl Summers of podcasters. Look, this song just keeps going the same way.
It really does.
It really does.
There's a lot of ha, 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 ha. Stay alive, stay alive. Ha, ha, it's all, ha, 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 ha. Huh?
What?
Oh.
Stay alive.
Huh? Stay alive, stay alive. That was a very different song.
I want to... have you ever done CPR training?
Oh, I thought it was going to be about drugs.
No, CPR.
Yes, I have, but a long time ago.
So I
did it with scouts, funnily enough.
Well, I'm due for my renewal, so I do it every 12 months. I do CPR training and
so if my heart if my heart just stops, I'm in good hands.
Yeah, you are.
Whereas if
I
your
can
heart
resuscitate
stops,
you.
You're screwed.
Okay, so let me teach you how to do. So this song is actually in CPR training. Oh. So that's the beat you do it to. If you're resuscitating someone, you have to do that beat on their chest. So when
somebody's dying and you're thinking, how am I going to keep them staying alive?
Exactly. So
do you have to laugh at them while they're dying?
You have to.
You staying alive.
You do.
You laugh at them while they're dying. Brilliant. I love it.
You do. And all the money that's raised from today's podcast, by the way, this is a charity podcast.
Oh my
all the money that's raised from today's podcast goes to...
We will be coming around to your house with a bucket later this evening. When you've heard the podcast,
and
we'll knock on your door, we'll have a bucket.
So every cent raised from tonight's podcast goes to our first caller. Whoever our first caller is, through on the lines, you all know the number, you will win all of the money raised from tonight if you can tell us...
Oh, my goodness gracious.
If you can tell us the title of our theme song.
Ooh.
If you can tell us the title of our theme song, every single cent raised from today's podcast goes directly to you. And
Brilliant.
To give you a hint, here's the song.
Если я чешу в затылке, не беда. В голове моей опилки, да. Но хотят там и опилки, но кричалки и вопилки, а также шумелки, пыхтелки и сопелки. Сочиняю я неплохо иногда. Да. Хорошо живет на свете Винни-Пух. Оттого поет он эти песни вслух. И неважно, чем он занят, если он худеть не станет, а ведь он худеть не станет, если, конечно, вовремя подкрепиться. Да. Трам-парам-па-пам-парам-па-пам-пам-па. Пум-пурум-пу-пум-пурум-пу-трам-пам-па. Пум-пурум-пу-пу-пурум-пум. Пум-пум-пум-пум-пум. Хорошо живет на свете Винни-Пух. Оттого поет он эти песни вслух. И неважно, чем он занят, если он толстеть не станет, а ведь он толстеть не станет.